And just do a quick check. Cool. Alrighty. It's been a little while here, but we're back in action again. We're going to do, so I've gone through about 2 weeks-ish or so since last time, so we'll just quickly take a look at the standings going through here, starting with the Pacific Division. We have the Edmonton Oilers and the Las Vegas Golden Thrashers of Atlanta. Look at them starting off here at the top of the Pacific with 17 points apiece. At the bottom of that division, we have the Anaheim Ducks with only 9 points in 13 games. The Central, the St. Louis Blues lead that division. It's a pretty tight division, only 9 points separating them and last place Colorado Avalanche. The Maple Leafs lead the Atlantic. They kind of run away with it there in the last little while. They're 10-2-1, 21 points in 13 games. The Boston Bruins last in the Atlantic so far with 8 points through 11. And the Metro, which we'll be dealing with tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins lead the division with 19 points, a 9-2-1 record. Their opponents that we'll see coming up next, the Flyers, a 6-3-1 record. Good for third in the division. The New Jersey Devils, 2-7-0 at the bottom of that one. For the Flyers, their leading point scorer, 13 points in 10 games for Eric Lindros. And over the other way for Pittsburgh, Mary Lemieux leads for them, 16 points in 12 games, as we'll get that set up and ready to go. There's a little look at the general overview. Some great offenses for both teams, ranked 100 overall. Great defense for Pittsburgh as well as 97 compared to the Flyers 92. In net, I believe the matchup, we'll see what the matchup will turn out to be with the one that's lined up here, 92 versus 90 in favor of Pittsburgh. The two starters, I believe, are Tom Barrasso and Bernie Parent, but we'll see if that's who gets plugged in here. I think we can just go with the modern day jerseys. They're good throwbacks to old times for both of these teams anyway. More of the sort of 90s era for the Penguins and some of the Broad Street Bullies there for the Flyers while being their modern jerseys too. So we'll just keep those locked in. Change some stuff up here. Alrighty. From the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Coming up next, the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tom Barrasso gets the start for the Penguins. He's 2-1-0 so far, an .886 save percentage through 6 games. As Bernie Parent gets the start at the other end, he's 7-1 with a .933 and 1 shutout to his name. Mario Lemieux and Eric Lindros will get the call to start the game at center ice as the puck is dropped and this game is underway. Jaromir Jagr brings it in now for Pittsburgh. He tried to drop it back. Murphy was there, but it hits off a body, and here come the Flyers. Eric Lindros coming in, sends it in front. Eric Desjardins jumping up on the play, and a nice save there from the goaltender Barrasso. Quickly back the other way, it's Mary Lemieux dropping it off for Paul Coffey. Coffey can't get a shot, hits a leg in front. Coffey gets it back though, throws it across to Murphy. One touches it over for Lemieux. He tried to send it back. It's taken away by Desjardins, but kept in the zone. Lemieux goes into the corner. He's taken off the puck, gets it up in front for Jagr. A good chance, and a nice save there from Parent. Coming back the other way now, there's the Flyers. It's Recchi for Lindros. His shot up and gloved by Tom Barrasso. Good chances at both ends so far early in the game. As those two top lines go up against each other, now the second lines come in. It's Sidney Crosby and Claude Giroux on this draw. Giroux wins it. Watson for Therrien. He cuts in, goes towards the corner, drops it back Giroux to Tim Kerr. Tried to work it in there for Giroux, but it's picked off by Sidney Crosby. And up come the Penguins. Joe Mullen to Evgeny Malkin, a shot. That one knocked away. Giroux comes back for it. Giroux quickly up the ice to Simon Gagner. Gagner comes in for Philadelphia. He'll cycle it around behind the net. Kerr couldn't quite get there, but it comes around for Giroux. He's knocked off the puck, and Crosby will start the breakout. Mullen gets across the blue line, taken away though by Claude Giroux. Here comes Giroux coming in. Drops it back to the point. Watson tried to defend it in. Doesn't get to Giroux. It's bounced around in the slot, and the Penguins clear. Evgeny Malkin comes in now. Drops it back. Darius Kasparaitis a shot low. And Perrant makes that stop and hangs on. Bobby Clarke, Martin Straka on this draw in the Philadelphia zone. Straka, big one-timer in front of the net. That was Alex Kovalev. And a great save there from the goaltender Perrant. Another face-off won by Clarke. We'll see if they can clear the zone here. Now they will. Clarke sends it across to Bill Barber. Barber comes in. Drops it back. Crossman spinning around. Drops it back for Leach. His pass through. Gets blocked, but it's kept in. Leach's shot blasted over top of the net. Bounces around out in front. Barrasso will grab it and hang on. Both lines stay on the ice. Face off this time in the Pittsburgh zone. Clarke and Straka on it again. Clarke able to win it clean once more. But coming back there was Kovalev, just about clear the zone. Can't. And now the Flyers get another chance. Leach gets knocked off the puck. Can't get it out. Leach for Clarke, a shot. He's taken down before he can get the shot by Brooks Orpik. A big hit there from the big defenseman. Orpik now for Kevin Stevens. His shot straight on into the glove of Perrant, and he hangs on. Brooks Orpik, never afraid to throw his body around. Clarke walked in looking for a shot. Orpik got in front of it, blocked it, and ran right through. The Flyers, Bobby Clarke. Fourth line's getting their first look at the ice here for both clubs. As now everybody's been in the game. Here comes Dornhofer for Philadelphia. Cuts back, tries to send it in front, gets it to Brindamore, a good chance. Rebound is there, and prop shot knocked away by Barrasso. In front, Dornhofer's shot blocked in front. There's Salaps Jr. playing it up to Jean Pronovost. He comes in. Cuts back, spins around, gets hooked up, penalty coming. Some good work there from Pronovost. He shoots and scores! Jean Pronovost. A great individual effort there at the high point area. Playing keep away all by himself, ends up drawing a penalty. A quick give and go and a nice shot. And Jean Pronovost gets the first goal for the Penguins. Right there, he gets hooked up by prop. Coffey comes in to keep it alive, gives it right back to him. And we see the scrum starting to form out in front of the net, in front of Perrant. But this one, I think when it just went clean through. And the Penguins had the first goal of the game. The line that just scored stays on for Pittsburgh. The Flyers not taking any chances. Send out the big Lindros line. Mark Recchi in front looking for Lindros, but it's picked away. And now here come the Penguins again. Salaps coming in. Sends it in front to Pronovost. Another chance. This time kept out. Flyers trying to escape the zone, and they do. Here comes Eric Lindros coming in. Lindros takes a shot towards the short side of the net, easily kept out. Now coming in, Rick Kehoe. He looks towards the front of the net, tries to find Jagr, doesn't, scores! Jaromir Jagr! And the Penguins get another one in a hurry. It's 2-0. Kehoe sends this towards the net. Jagr does a good job of fending off the defenseman in front there. Gets to the puck. Takes the check and just beats Perrant. Low to that glove side, just inside the post. And Jaromir Jagr extends the lead for Pittsburgh.
Penguins goal, scored by number 68, Jaromir Jagr.
Chris Letang coming in now for Pittsburgh as they look to keep the pressure on. Ron Francis sends it back. Letang, Lemieux, Kasparaitis. They'll go back and forth. The pass back was knocked away though by the Flyers. Recchi And it sends everybody back. Coming into the zone now, it's Pittsburgh. It's Jagr sending it in. Lemieux's the first one on it. Lemieux in behind the net. And for Jagr. Jagr all the way across to Ron Francis. Tried to play it back, taken away by Lindros. And now it's a 2-on-1 coming in the other way. Tim Kerr comes in as Lindros actually went to the bench there on the change. There's a giveaway inside the Pittsburgh zone, and the Penguins come up with it. Letang all the way across to Sidney Crosby. His backhander weak and wide of the net. Perrant will take it off the boards and freeze it. Sidney Crosby, Rod Brindamore on this draw in the Philadelphia zone. Crosby wins it clean. Orpik, a shot whipped up high. Flyers come out of their own zone. Here comes Brian Propp. Propp cuts back. Stops up, loses it briefly, but gets it back to the point there for Mark Howe. Dornhofer off the boards, ends up giving that away, and the Penguins will break out. Evgeny Malkin, Sidney Crosby coming in. Malkin shoots up high, and that's handled by Perrant, who hangs on. Clarke and Straka get matched up against each other again. Deflected, a good shot there. That was Kovalev who got a piece of that, but Perrant made the stop. 2-on-2 in the corner. Kovalev comes out with it, tried to send it back, but it's picked off there by Bill Barber. Puck in to the Pittsburgh zone. Stackhouse gave it away. Leach coming in. Great play from behind there from Alex Kovalev. And now it's a 2-on-1, maybe back the other way. Kevin Stevens cuts back to the point for Stackhouse. He'll bring it in. Goes around behind the net. Stackhouse. Orpik back to Stackhouse. His shot blocked in front. That was Eric Desjardins. And he sends it up ice. Clarke crosses center. Dumps it in and heads off for a change. Orpik gave that away, but it comes out in front of the net. And knocked away as the Penguins bring it up. Kovalev's pass picked off by Clarke, whose pass is picked off by Letang. 2 giveaways and the Penguins come into the zone. Letang couldn't get around the defenseman Watson. And now the Flyers skate up. Gagne to Reggie Leach. His shot into the glove of Barrasso, and he hangs on. Face-off scrum. Pronovost comes in to help win it. And the Penguins will clear the zone. Pronovost comes in with Rick Kehoe. Kehoe goes towards the net. Pronovost drops to the point. Letang. Now for App's shot. And Perrant makes that save. No rebound. As Pronovost was right there looking for one. Apps wins that with his feet. Coffey tried to set up Kehoe there at the side, but pass went away. Apps walks out and takes a shot. That's whipped over top of the net. Crossman to Gagne. And they'll break out of the zone. Simone Gagne comes in for Philadelphia. Gets around. Good move there from Gagne. Good stick lift from behind though from Murphy. Broke it up. Kerr gets a shot. And Barrasso hangs on to that. Rod Brindamore, Sidney Crosby on this draw. Crosby wins it clean, but they'll rush for it there by Dornhofer. Fighting with Coffey. Coffey will defend him off and play it out. Joe Mullen comes in now. Mullen stops up, goes to the net for Malkin. He was in a little too close. And a good stop there from Perrant. Back the other way, Gary Dornhofer. Dornhofer goes to the corner. He's pushed off the puck. That takes a weird bounce, comes out towards the net. And Barrasso is going to decide to freeze that. Crosby's line stays on. Lindros comes out for the Flyers. Tried to win it there, but Malkin comes in. And they'll skate it out of the zone. Malkin to Mullen. He comes in, takes a shot. That's whiffed as the Flyers stole it and bring it back. Minute to go here in the first period coming up. LeClaire drops it to the point. Watson. Watson a shot. Bit of an awkward save there by Barrasso, but he kept it out. Crosby comes in, shoots it around. Jagr chasing after it, gets to it. Jaromir Jagr Walks out in front. Francis to Crosby. His shot. Stopped by Perron. And he hangs on. .6 left to go in the first period. 2-0 the score so far for Pittsburgh. As the Flyers will look to come up ice quickly here. Look, here comes Recchi. Has Leclerc going to the net. Final seconds to Leclerc, and he just couldn't chip it past Barrasso. And that'll do it for the first period. Jean Pronovost opens the scoring. Jaromir Jagr picks up a second. And the Pittsburgh Penguins take the lead in the first period, 2-0 over to Philadelphia Flyers. Shots after one also in favor of Pittsburgh. 13-8 in that period. The 2 goals give them a 2-goal lead as we'll head into the second period here. Second period underway. The Flyers will start with possession. Mark Howe comes in. Drops it for John Leclerc. Leclerc back to Desjardins. A shot. Whipped high and wide. Jagr a dangerous pass, but it worked, and they break out of the zone. Jaromir Jagr comes in. Try to send it for Lemieux. His shot just goes wide. Francis to Jagr. Rebound. Scores. Magnificent Mario Lemieux. And it's 3-0 Penguins. This play looked dangerous as soon as that big line came down on the rush. It was some nifty passing in their own zone to set up the rush. They come in. Francis, Jagr, and Lemieux all get a touch on this one. Jagr's shot stopped. Lemieux has an open net on the rebound. He's not going to miss that. And under a minute into the second period, and the Penguins strike already and extend that lead to 3. That big line will stay on the ice. See if they can do some more damage here. Jagr sent it towards the net for Francis. And that's knocked away. Lindros to Mark Recchi as the Flyers need to respond. Desjardins' shot gets blocked. Lindros can't handle it. And the Penguins will break out. Middle of a change. Jagr from Malkin to Lemieux, a chance. And Perron makes the save. Big giveaway there. Off the draw. Penguins will get an advantage here now. Crosby should have sent that out in front. Mullen couldn't get it. And it's knocked into the corner. Trying to find a way out of the zone. Gang, a big pressure there from Malkin. Steals it and draws a penalty. What a start to the second period here for the Penguins. They get the early goal and some great pressure on this shift. Forces a couple turnovers and leads to that hooking penalty there on Simon Gagne. He'll sit to the box for 2 minutes. As the Penguins have a chance to extend their lead even further with a power play here. Good start, though, for the Flyers PK. They'll get control and send it down. Kovalev all the way across to Joe Mullen. Mullen in for Kovalev. Shoots! That one knocked away. Francis on it. His shot goes wide. Letang on it to the point. Pass back into the corner. Letang now Murphy. Murphy to Letang. Big shot low. Knocked away. And the Flyers clear. Big giveaway there. Short-handed chance now. Brind'Amour and Clarke are the forwards in. Clarke from behind the net sends it all the way back. Desjardins on it. Desjardins looking back for Clarke. Kovalev picked that off. And some good work on the PK there, killing some time in the offensive zone. In though come the Penguins. 53 seconds left to go in the power play. Kovalev's shot kicked away. And Desjardins clears it all the way down. Penguins look to regroup from their own zone. Quickly up to Sidney Crosby. Crosby, Malkin, Lemieux, and Jagr. The forwards here. In front to Lemieux. He doesn't shoot. Lemieux to the point. That shot gets blocked. Lemieux on it again. Off the boards. Misses everybody. Crosby sends it out in front. Lemieux with a chance. And a good save from Bernie Perrant. That's the thing with players of this skill level out there on this power play. Even when it's not quite working out perfectly, they find some nice passing plays. They lead to some high danger scoring chances. And they just about picked one up there off the stick of Lemieux. Coffee in for Jagr. Malkin. Lemieux shot. Blockered away. Lemieux, big one-timer from Malkin, just missed the net. And the penalty expires. Flyers back to even strength. Therrien comes in. The big defenseman into the corner for Gagne. Fresh out of the box. Tried to center. Prop with a shot. And Barrasso made the save. Centering pass got deflected away, but ends up right on the stick of Prop anyway. Maybe that change in direction didn't quite let him get the shot he wanted. And Barrasso able to make a nice save there. Big giveaway. Leclerc can't get the shot. Watson to the corner. Recchi looking out in front. Lindros got tied up though. Gets it back. Leclerc with a shot. That one stopped. Lindros was there. But Barrasso able to fend off the pressure. Find the puck and hang on. Maybe best chance of the game there for the Flyers. Lindros on it. Tries to come around from behind the net. Got his stick lifted. And the Penguins will clear. Kehoe sends it in. Watson sent that out in front. And the Flyers will take it in. Lindros across to Leclerc. John Leclerc poked away. Gets it back though. Leclerc coming in. Takes the shot. Great glove there from Barrasso. The right-handed catching come Barrasso has had to use that glove a couple times here as the Flyers seem to be starting to build some momentum. They're down 3. But there's still some time to go. Penguins get the draw out of their zone and they'll bring it up. Here comes Alex Kovalev. His centering pass got pushed off by Gagne and that'll force a turnover. And in comes Philadelphia. Kerr tried to send that in. His pass got blocked. And the Penguins will come back now. Letang ends up giving that away at center. And the Flyers come in. Crossman drops it back. Giroux in front of the net. Kerr can't get the shot. Good defensive play there in the slot. Kovalev to Stevens. His shot straight on into the chest of Perrant, who hangs on. Bobby Clarke, Sidney Crosby on this draw. It's scrum. Malkin comes in to try to win it. Sends it back. They're scrumming along for it. And the Penguins do get possession, maybe only briefly. Crosby comes back for it. And ends up giving it away. There's a giveaway. Crosby. Mullen over top of the net. Bad giveaway there. Malkin in front. A good chance. Turned away. Both teams battling hard for possession off that draw. But a big turnover in their breakout attempt. Just about set up a goal for Joe Mullen off a great passing play there from Crosby and Malkin. There's a one-timer off the draw that gets deflected into the corner. Barber gave it away. Another turnover from the Flyers. They've been having a lot of trouble with those in this game. There's another. Jagr gets taken down, though, by the big defenseman Therrien. Leach across to Bill Barber. Barber comes in, cuts back to the point. There's Clarke coming in. Spins away from a check. Great move from Clarke to the side for Leach. Can't shoot. Clarke does. Stop. Rebound for Leach. Poked away by Barrasso. And Lemieux clears it away. Mario Lemieux drops it back to the point. Murphy. One-timer from Francis gets knocked away. Desjardins fighting with Lemieux in the corner. Desjardins gets free, sends it up ice. One touch across to Bill Barber. Barber's in, takes a shot on the net. Barrasso will grab that and freeze it. Big strums here after the whistle. Bobby Clarke and Ron Francis really going at it in front of the net. Maybe some animosity stemming from this check here. Bill Barber and Chris Therrien both sandwich Jagr in the Flyer zone after a turnover. Good draw win from Eric Lindros. Desjardins shot up high and wide. Ron Stackhouse for Pittsburgh. Comes in. Stackhouse is backhanded into the zone. Desjardins on it. And the Flyers will break out. Up to John LeClaire. Back for Lindros. His shot low and wide. Rebound came out in front, but not quite past the post. LeClaire might have had a tap in if it came a little farther. Kehoe centering pass. Orpik jumped up. Deflected towards the net. But Perrant kept it out. Now coming into the Flyers. Drops it back in front of the net. That one got deflected through, but not much on it. Barrasso able to stir it away easily. Rick Kehoe. Tried to spin away with a shot there, but was pressured away. And Watson comes up for Philadelphia. Brindamore. Crosby. Proper shot up high. That deflects, and I think might have got a piece of the post before going up and out of play. A nice shot here from Brian Propp. Barrasso gets a piece of it. I think it hits off his glove, then off the post and out. A great chance there. Turned aside. Watson. Crossman. Watson tried to play it in. There's a scrum in front of the net. Gagne got knocked down, couldn't get a shot. Kerr walks out in front. Kerr's shot goes wide. Giroux. Backhander on the net. Straight into the breadbasket of Barrasso. And he'll freeze it. Flyers finding some life here in the second half of the second period. But the damage was done in the first and early on in the second. So far for Pittsburgh, they have a 3-0 lead. They'll come out of their zone here with the puck off the draw. Mullen to the corner. Good cut back away from that check. Mullen still on it. Joe Mullen to Darius Kasparaitis. Looked into the corner for Malkin. Played back by Crosby. Kasparaitis to Crosby. Kasparaitis again. Tried a shot that's taken away by Simon Gagne. And he'll come back the other way. 3.5 left to go in the second period. Gagne gets around Crosby. Cuts back. Gagne to the point for Watson. A shot gets blocked. Kerr's on it though. In front. Big chance off a pass. Gloved away by Barrasso. And the Penguins come back in. Alex Kovalev to the front from Malkin. Gave it back to Kovalev. Perrant was sprawled out, but Kovalev's shot didn't get through. Brindamore chips it into the corner. Paul Coffey's the first on that. Quickly up to Kevin Stevens and out of the zone. 2 minutes left to go in the second. Stevens for Straka's poked away. Puck to the corner. Kovalev sends it back. Propp picked it up. And the Flyers break out. Brian Propp gains the zone, dumps it in. Larry Murphy's the first one on it though. And the Penguins will easily clear. Final minute approaching in the second period. Stevens back to the point. Murphy, his shot hits a body, goes into the corner. Eric Lindros on it. Final minute of the second underway. Mark Howe coming in. His pass across, picked off by Kovalev. Now coming in is Straka. Straka gets around Desjardins, his shot goes wide. Puck to the blue line, not out. Fight for it up against the boards. Howe trying to drag it across with his feet. Can't. One-timer shot. Great save. Bernie Perrant. Turnover just inside the blue line. Ron Francis sets up Alex Kovalev. A big one-timer. And a fantastic save from the Philadelphia goaltender Perrant. 6 seconds left to go in the period. Lindros wins the draw. Orpik's shot goes wide. And that'll do it for the second period. A goal in the first minute from Mario Lemieux. The only one to speak of in that period. The Flyers seem to find some life after a little while there in the second, but nothing to show for it. A big 3-goal lead for the Penguins after 2. Thanks to that goal right there from the captain, Mario Lemieux. Shots 25-15 for the Penguins after 2 so far. Third period set to get underway. 3-0. Pittsburgh the score. Third period underway. Eric Lindros coming in for Philadelphia. Lindros centering pass. Mark Howard jumped into the rush there. Couldn't quite get much on that centering pass. And Barrasso able to turn it away. A good start, though, from the Flyers, showing some energy early here in the third. They've got a 3-goal deficit to try to come back from. Lemieux wins the draw in his own zone, and here come the Penguins. Jaromir Jagr cuts in, takes the shot low along the ice, kicked away. Leclerc up to Mark Howe. Some good pressure from behind by Lemieux, forces a turnover, and the Penguins will regroup. Lemieux to Larry Murphy. He'll bring it in. Murphy takes a shot. Wow, just about fooled Perron, but he got a blocker on it. Gagne coming in, fighting with Lemieux, who forces another turnover. Jagr with Malkin. Jagr takes the shot, blockered away. Expertly there from Perron to make sure the rebound got knocked away from Malkin. Now Tim Kerr cuts back, sends it to the point. Mark Howe had pressure on him to try to chip it into the corner. Ends up giving it away. Now here comes Murphy coming in. Murphy to the front of the net. Good pick off there from Desjardins. Now still fighting over it is Malkin in the slot. Just about forced the turnover. But Gagne able to spin away and get it up to center. They can't find a way into the zone so far. Mark Howe's on it. He's stripped of the puck there. But Giroux gets it back. Giroux comes in. His shot straight on Barrasso. And he makes the save. Bobby Clarke wins that draw. Flyers buzzing around the zone. Barber to Leach. To the point, Watson. In for Leach. Now Barber takes the shot straight into the glove. Rebound in front for Clarke. That's knocked away. Back to the point. Here comes Stevens. Might have a break. Kevin Stevens in on Perron. Shot wide. Stevens tried to send it up for Kovalev. Stevens gets it back. Walks it in front. Takes the shot. Stopped again. And Perron hangs on. Straka's line stays on. Brindamore's line comes on for Philadelphia here in the defensive zone draw. Straight off the draw. Stevens gets a chance. Good save. Gary Dornhofer comes in for Philadelphia. Looks into Brindamore behind the net. Back to Dornhofer. Goes around the net. Dornhofer out in front. Takes the shot. Brindamore couldn't bury it. Oh, does not give away, but his stick got lifted. Now here comes Alex Kovalev. Kovalev cuts back. To the point, Letang for Apps, a shot straight on. And Perron with a nice stop. A big chance at the other end for Ron Francis. Sorry, for Rod Brindamore. Was in close. Off the pass from Dornhofer. And just couldn't bury it. Flyers win the draw in their own zone. They'll bring it up. John Leclerc. Recchi. Back to the point, Watson. Cuts back, Crosby goes off the boards in for Recchi. Playing it around behind now. Recchi shot just whipped wide. Good chance there. Leclerc for Lindros. To the point, Watson. He gave it away. Still fighting for it inside the blue line. And the Penguins break through. Here comes Sillaps for Kehoe, a shot. Off the pad of Perronti. Bobbled the rebound briefly, but ends up grabbing with the glove. And will hang on. Lemieux and Lindros on this draw. Lemieux wins it clean. Jagr, a good set play off the draw. Perron makes the save, decides to keep play moving. Leclerc. Lindros to Recchi. Here comes Mark Recchi. Comes in with a shot straight into the glove of Barrasso. And he'll hang on. Both top lines stay on the ice here for this draw to the right of Barrasso. Crosby shot straight on. And there's another good save from Barrasso, who has been perfect so far in this one. Lemieux's line stays on. The Flyers counter with Bobby Clarke's line. Watson, one-timer, didn't get anything on it. Stick exploded in his hands there. And now the Penguins have a chance to come back. A long shot. Knocked away. Crosby's pass all the way through the zone. Nobody gets to it. but it does come out to center, and the Penguins will have to regroup from there. Jagr back in his own zone. Dekes around. Jagr still with it. Jaromir Jagr comes in, takes the shot. It goes wide. Leach poked off the puck, kept in by Coffey. Trying to find Jagr. He works it back to the point. Big one-timer chance for Lemieux, knocked away. Bobby Clarke plays it up ice to Reggie Leach. Leach for Clarke. Clarke to the corner, cuts back. Barber to Watson. Back to Barber. Trying to find a way to the center of the ice. They can't. Barber walks it in front. Good chance. Leach with a shot that goes wide. Clarke off the boards to the point. Terrian for Clarke. Now Barber. Back to Clarke. Shot wide. Looking glove side and missed the net. Kept it in though. Barber's shot. Gloved and hung on to. A good chance there from the Clarke line. Got a couple good looks. But still can't find a way to beat Tom Barrasso. Penguins come out of their zone. Off that draw, it's Evgeny Malkin. Malkin back to the point. He couldn't handle the pass, but it's ended up being kept into the zone. Letang tries to play it in for Crosby. Giroux picks that off. He's pinned up against the boards. Kicked it into the corner. And the Flyers find the way to break out. Tim Kerr comes in. Kerr spins away. Heads to the corner. Goes around behind the net. Kerr still fending off a check. Good work there from Tim Kerr, but Giroux ends up giving it away. And now quickly out are the Penguins. Mullen backhands it into the zone. 6:30 left to go in the third period. Still a 3-goal lead for the Penguins. Giroux to Watson. Up to Kerr. Coming in. Kerr, high slot, drops to the point. Watson sends it in. Gagne's on it. He's pushed up against the boards. Penguins doing a great job keeping them to the periphery here. A long shot from Kerr. No traffic, easily handled by the goaltender Barrasso. Some great offense early from Pittsburgh. We're seeing some nice defense from them now as they defend that 3-goal lead. Gave it away. Gornhofer's shot. Didn't get much on it. Don't think he even realized that he was going to get a piece of that one. Ends up just sort of weakly backhanding it towards the net. He was looking for a quick shot rather than a hard one. Maybe if he would have pulled it over to the forehand there, might have had a better chance. Brendamore gave that away. Stackhouse is on it. Ron Stackhouse across to Kevin Stevens. Stevens stripped to the puck, and the Flyers break free. Dornhofer gets around Orpik. Dornhofer in front. Brendamore's shot doesn't get through. Dornhofer's on it. Shot from a bad angle. Easily knocked away. Stevens plays it up to Kovalev on a breakaway. Alex Kovalev, who good back check there from Howe. Orpik comes in, and Perrant makes the stop. Kovalev had a breakaway, but only briefly. A great back check from Mark Howe took away his angle. He decided against shooting, just about set up Brooks Orpik for a chance. And Perrant had to be sharp there on a situation that changed a couple times on him. Orpik works it into Rick Kehoe. Kehoe shot. Glove down. And Perrant hangs on. The clock slowly winding down here on the Flyers. 3:30 left to go. Score still 3-0. Last goal scored was in the first minute of the second period. Mary Lemieux goal. Recchi coming up for Philly. To Leclerc, shot low and handled by Barrasso. Lindros wins it. Mark Howe. Desjardins shot straight through into the glove. That's been the key for the Penguins on this one. Don't give up many chances, and when they do, they're all from the outside. From a long ways out at the point, from the side, along the boards. No traffic, no deflections. Just some great defense here from the Penguins as they force another turnover. And now it's Rick Kehoe coming in on a breakaway. Kehoe, backhander, stopped. Still on it. Another chance in Perrant. Forced to make the save here late. Fourth line of the Penguins charged with this draw. Late in the game, Murphy, stick explodes. Good chance in front, though, for Pronovost. And Perrant turned that aside. Minute 45 to go. Mark Recchi coming in, takes the shot. Wow, nice shot there. Blockered away. Centering pass picked off by Coffey. Rick Kehoe comes in. He's 1-on-3 and just decides to dump it in. Final minute of the third period. Flyers gave it away. Kehoe for Crosby. Can't shoot. Gets another chance. Just driving towards the net. Crosby still on it. For Mullen to Crosby. In front. Kehoe shot whipped wide. Puck in behind the net. Final minute. Now 45 seconds. Flyers down by 3. Watson comes in. Shot. Knocked away. Puck into the corner. Watson another chance. Drops it for Crosby. To the side. Back for Watson. To Crosby. Across to Watson. Working it in for Recchi. Watson. One-timer at the side. Stopped by Barrasso. John LeClaire to Mark Recchi. Less than 20 seconds to go. Flyers just want a goal at this point. Recchi tried to drop it off at the point, but there was nobody there. And in comes Malkin. Malkin across, picked off by Watson. Final seconds ticking off the clock. A spectacular performance in this one from the Pittsburgh Penguins. 2 goals in the first. The third from Mario Lemieux early in the second. Tom Barrasso picks up the shutout. And the Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-0. Just a dominant performance from the Penguins in this one. 3 periods worth of work on it. The 2 goals in the first. Little extra insurance early in the second. And they just shut it down from there. Flyers tried to build some momentum at points during the game. Barrasso made a couple big saves. And just some great defensive work from the Penguins for the majority of the game, especially after they got the lead. 3 stars in this one. Jean Pronovost picked up the first goal, which ends up being the game winner. He's the 3rd star. Jaromir Jagr, a goal and an assist, earns him the 2nd. And a 31-save shutout for Tom Barrasso gets him the 1st star of the game as the Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-0.